And it's such a joy for me to be part of this team, because what we do in chaplaincy is visit children and families on the wards, and we enable them to have an opportunity to explore what's going on in their inner world. We call this spiritual play, and we have various activities, creative activities, that help them explore the journey that they're on, which is often very, very challenging. I work particularly with oncology families and patients, and they have a lot of big questions that they need to ask and to face on that journey. I take to the ward a bag of activities, and one of the really important things for children who are in hospital and are in a place where they're very restricted because they're so poorly and having to have treatment is that we give them a sense of choice and a sense of empowerment. So out of my bag I will get various activities. I will offer them a choice, a box to make a treasure box. Perhaps they might like to paint it with my coloured paint sticks. Perhaps they might like to make a spiritual care bead bracelet. Perhaps they might like to think about footsteps. So this week I had a patient who was 6 years old who chose to do a treasure box. And I gave her a box like this one and some stickers that she could choose from, and she decorated her box beautifully, lots of stickers on the outside. When she decorated it, we talked about what treasure is. Treasure is something really valuable and really precious. And I asked her, what do you treasure? What's important to you? What's valuable in your life? And she said, Mummy and Daddy, and my dog, and Grandma and Grandpa. And so I said, they're a bit big to put in our treasure box. What if we could shrink them down? Let's put some things in that remind us of Mummy and Daddy. So she chose some things from my box of treasure, from my bag of treasure. What she chose was a diamond from Mummy. She chose a little footprint for Daddy because he's got very big feet, but it was a tiny one because it was shrunk down. She chose for her dog a flower because he loves sniffling in the flowers in the park. And she chose for Grandma and Grandpa flowers, some little flowers to put in, and a shell for Grandpa because he lives by the seaside. And then I asked her, would she like a little light in her box? Because this light can remind her that God is caring for her all the time. We switched the light on and put it in her treasure box. She loved that. And then I said, oh, let's put the lid on. Where's the light gone now? She said, it's in the box. I said, but we can't see it. And she said, there it is. And so it was a little reminder to her and Mum that often we can't feel God's love and presence there with us. We can't see it, but it is still there. So she put her treasure box in a very special place by her bed.